Would you believe? Would you believe that I spent time getting the mute button working again on the Stream Deck, and then Windows had turned my microphone to point at no device again. Like Andy was saying, I'd be off this OS if it wasn't fucking required for so much of what we do. Some absolute horseshit. Sorry if the audio doubled there. I didn't think too hard about it. Let's see, but we're fine now. That's set up correctly. It is. I'm so happy. Now we gotta close some stuff, including that. And Steam up. There we go. Alright. Alright. There we go. We got it. We got it. We finally got it. Let's kick some ass. And such. Alright, cool. Headphones on. Head's a little spinny today. Another rain day today. I hate spring. It's like the worst season. Nausea, pain, inability to sleep, inability to wake, you know, all those things. Okay. Well, now we're gonna play a game set in the Pacific Northwest where it's like this all year round. But hey, it's haunted. Maybe they'll get a sunny day from the reality ghosts. Okay. 30 FPS, what the fuck? Okay, it's climbing. I guess it's popping. I'm just watching the FPS just rise in the upper left there. That's so bizarre. As long as it's... No, we're not... I'm not playing that. Nope, we're restarting the game real quick. This happened before. That way it's called Pacific Drive, right? It's amazing. Alright, so... I'm gonna try this again. I was having a delay on my mouse input, which is something I cannot contend with. It will make me nauseous and make the game unplayable. That happened the very first time I loaded up the game too, interestingly. And then it started working, so... hopefully we're fine. Loading in at 24, 31... There's still a delay. It's a small enough delay that I might not notice in most circumstances. I bet it has to do with the rain. I bet the rain is just eating the frame rate. Sometimes in the garage I get a very low frame rate. You know what? Let's look at the options and see if we can raise it a little bit. Why are we in borderless? We were supposed to be in dedicated. I don't know why it started up in borderless. How did that fix the delay? Sort of, except there's something wrong? I'm having a hard time describing this. Why does this look wrong? It's like it's the wrong resolution. Try dropping it down and then back up. No, let's not keep it. We'll just push it back up to... Aha, it was at 1280 by 720. I caught it. And now it doesn't want me to go to 1920 by 1080. What the fuck? Alright, let's put it here. We'll tell it to keep that. Then we'll force it to be 1920 by 1080. And turns out the game actually runs better in borderless mode. So this is just a tech support stream, I guess. Let's see if we can turn off anything that's gonna really chew on our frame rate in the meantime. Motion blur off, DLSS, XAA. I could try turning on DLSS. Everything needs to, every settings menu, every video settings menu in every game needs to have a description of what exactly is going to impact what piece of hardware. All right, so I'm guessing effects is going to be a thing that affects the rain. Do I have any? Now, let's turn that off. I know that's a killer. No, wait, because it was running fine. All right, doesn't look like ray tracing is available. Let's try turning DLSS on. Why does it not let me buy that? There's something uncanny about how it looks now and didn't look like it before. I don't know if that's... Sounds like something that would have to understand your hardware configuration. I mean, sure, to a certain extent. But I've definitely had some games where it'll be like, this mostly uses your GPU. Like the Resident Evil remakes, they do it. They show you what uses your GPU, what uses your VRAM, what uses your CPU, etc. And those do great. It's like certain things are squashed more than they were before. Especially the UI. I think the UI was previously in the wrong resolution. That's interesting. Anyway, the game's running well enough now. Is this what's causing the slowdown? Trying to look around and see what causes it to get worse. It's absolutely the worst when I face the car. And it gets better as I... Wow, okay. So I guess because the car is effectively a collection of physics objects. Alright, this is ringing. Earl, talk to us today about how to unlock the potential of your ARDA retirement plan. Because your savings should be a part of your present as well as your future. Okay. Alright. We already did these parts, right? Yeah, we only have 0.2 stable energy currently. Alright, no problem. Is the car all fixed up? It is. Wow, I left myself a treat here. Everything works. Alright, so let's set ourselves up a trail.
If you're ready to do this with me, here's a spot of good news. We aren't completely helpless when it comes to the instability. Back when the zone was active, we built ways to get where we needed to go. I need you to head back towards Sierra. But don't worry, I won't make you jump into Cappy again. When you're feeling up for it, take the route back to Sierra. I'll tell you what's next once you're there.
We only got one scan right now.
I can't believe it happened again. I can't believe I missed it.
Ooh. Alright, let's see what's up with this. Spark towers are more dangerous. Radiation does more damage. Instability will start closing in right away. Oh, that just made me go straight towards it. I'm supposed to scan my route. Whoops. Well, let's do it then. Extra dangerous area. Let's check what tools I have. I got my basics here. Let's put these materials back in the cupboard. And let's get driving. So how you doing, Bad Road? That's rock. I don't know what I'm going to do if this keeps running this poorly. Because it isn't much better right now. Okay, I'm just going to turn some stuff down. Like, it's not capping the CPU or the GPU. There's plenty of memory. Everything's running at a healthy temperature, just over 50 degrees. This is very odd. Try it on balanced. We'll see if that has any effect. FF14 just started Stellar Exploration, which looks a lot like Ashgardian Restoration. Very cool. Hoping to have shit under control here soonish.
I didn't mean to.
Huh? Oh, it happens. Okay, so balance is getting us the same frame rate, and also the game looks much worse. Let's try performance. Or ultra performance. Wow, now it looks like absolute garbage. And it's running just as slow as ever. What are you doing, DLSS? Alright. I'm gonna turn it off because obviously it does not doing so good. Off vertical sync. Max FPS. Okay, let's turn down the view distance. Turn down the shadow. Turn off screen space because I know that's a big resource hog. So yeah, everything's squished in. Why is everything squished in? Makes it really hard to see what's going on in the car. And none of these are actually changing performance, they're just making the game look worse. What is going on here? Player FOV, 103, car FOV. Alright, let's see what we get when we do that. Now it's even thinner. Alright. So what, we're supposed to turn this down to, like, lower? It also doesn't specify whether it's vertical or horizontal, but it's definitely horizontal here. And the game is running so poorly now that I can barely control it. What the fuck is happening? What is going on? Why has this decided that it's going to play like ass today? The only thing that changed is I updated our NVIDIA drivers. I am absolutely lost here. SS is off. Video driver conflict? I can't imagine so, but I'm starting to think it. Oh, it's playable now. Everything looks wrong, though. It feels like we're pulled way back, even though I haven't changed the field of view or anything. Yeah, whatever changed with the FOV is... Wow, that is really eating through my skin, huh? Repair stop, okay. Huh. Got alarms and all. Alright, let's get back in the car. Alright, well, hopefully there will be something to address this. This also just had an update. Come to think of it. So, I don't know. Looking at the stream, it doesn't look like a lot of the worst of it's showing through for y'all. So that's good at least. Oh, fuck. Should have been watching the road. I was looking at the map. This is why I don't drive. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but everything just looks a little different. And the fact that it's also lowered my frame rate so fucking much, that ends up not being a good thing. Those low frame rate means hard to control and more motion sickness. Also, the storm is already closing in. We may just have to jet back to town. Yeah, that's coming in fast. That's the wrong way. That is the one way I could have gone that was the wrong way. Okay. I think it's the electric effect that's the worst. Because whenever it pops in... So let's just try turning down effects very low. See if that helps. And I just say, it has not changed anything, and in fact, the game is running slightly worse now, even when not looking at, effects. What the hell? It went from a solid 60 when I'm not looking at effects, down to like 50. Just processing, lower that shit. I'm trying here. Oh, that's probably not a great sign, huh? I'm not going back into the storm to find out what that is. Although I probably should, all things considered. Okay, please let me get off of here. Oh my god. Really? Alright. I'll go fix it. Okay, so the lighting looks better right now. That's wild. Why is the lighting hyper-realistic now when it was not last time I played? What is going on? So I think there may have just been a big update on how the game looks. I don't have a browser open. That was the first thing I checked. Double checking. Too much processing on those. Yeah. Now let's lower the view distance to medium. That cannot possibly fuck anything up. Also, FXAA I know normally takes less processing time than TXAA, and to an average fuck like me, it looks pretty close. Sorry, car, sorry. The first time I started up this game, it had that problem with the delay. Oh, what are you? You're adorable. Also, probably very dangerous. It's watching me. It's turning to look at me. Okay. Okay. I think it just approached. All right, we're going this way, I guess. I probably should have waited. You know what? Here we go. Drive, thanks. It's definitely running a little better now. I think the view distance helped. This game suddenly looks way prettier than it did last week, though. Okay. Whoops. Fuck. Gotta turn this way. Like, holy shit. The effects didn't look this good. So yeah, I'm guessing it was a major update, but it also kind of fucked with the frame rate. Alright, we're fine. We're good. We're gonna make it. Bump off of that a little bit. Uh-oh, breach. Oh, we're dead. We're not making it. Alright. That's alright. All we gotta do is fix up the car after. Yep, fine. Blood in my eyes, that's nothing to worry about. See? We're fine. Nothing bad happened.
No, you should try to avoid storms, not barrel straight into them. Oh, kids these days.
Fair enough. I deserve that. Alright. Oh no, did I lose all my tools? I did. Oh well, we can make more. Game's running like ass again. Does not like something in the... So, low quality effects look better than the high quality effects. That's interesting. Hey, thanks, dumpster. Think I'm trying to try and put together a summer tire if I can, though. First and foremost, put together some repair buddy. Oh, we're running low on chemicals again. Friendly dumpster is aptly named. They're a part of the team as much as I am. Thanks, bud. Really appreciate it. Like we've got a damaged window here too. Let's grab a a sealing kit, which I need more rubber for. Can I make a shredder? Let's make a shredder. Get some rubber off of here. Right. Well, we got the one rubber we needed anyway. How many times have we scrapped that car now? Several is the answer. Sealing kit. There we go. Fix this window. It's every time I go to do something, the game is slowing down. I really wish I knew how to fix this. Try turning on VSync. That should be horrible. Well, the delay is noticeably worse. I'm gonna keep an eye on the frame rate. It does actually seem to be holding. Holding at 60, so it could be better, but it's better than it jumping all over the place. Alright. You lost count? Yeah. We've been here enough times that I'm just gonna call it too many. Oh, we got another cracked window here. I have never actually seen VSync fix the frame rate. I've seen it fix or start screen tearing. But never just straight up keeps the frame rate stable where it needs to be, so this is strange. I kind of tried it as a joke, and I hate that it's working. Anything else that needs repaired? We need 2 more sealing kits. Also, we need to gas this baby up. Did we lose our big gas can also? I think we did. I think we may have lost storage entirely. Alright, so that's good to know. That all has to be treated as expendable. We do still have the lights, but we don't have the side storage. Interesting. Alright, can you give me some mechanic skips, bud? Copper wire, fabric, hogs. Loading the menu dropped it to 55 for a split second. Sealing kit. I still need rubber, though. There's nowhere else to get rubber. I'm just gonna have to, I may just have to replace those doors. Alright, fair enough, bud. Alright, let's make some doors. I can make one, wait, I can make another steel sheet, probably. There we go. Yeah, just throw it on the floor, it'll be fine. Why did I lose stuff? Where did it go? Into the roguelike void. Yeah, why is this running so well now that I turned VSync on? This is fucking weird. It's running better than it did before the problem started. This is very strange. Alright, let's see what we can do in the way of tires. I may just have to put the spare tire on. You know, that's what it's for, so. And the dumpster was nice enough to give it to us. Yeah, it takes a lot of rubber to make those. Oh hey, someone left duct tape under the car. Oh fuck, I'm not actually on the panel. There we go. What is that clicking? I mention it and it goes away? That's not fair. Alright, so has anyone seen any quirks? Apparently we have 2. I have no idea what they are. Clicking started again. Hate it. Only when I'm standing in certain spots. Quirks make me uneasy, which I guess is the point. We have more stable energy now, so we got to keep that at least. Impact hammer, you know, the thing that I, like, that's what we already have. Magnetic hammer. Oh, corrupted energy, so we're only on stable energy. Next level is, unstable energy. Insulated bumper, lead-plated panels. All-terrain tires. That sounds useful. Okay. Side fuel tank we don't have yet. This is an extremely safe idea, it says. Alright, so this is all gas. The next one over is battery. Oh, the lightning rod. Scan a wriggling wreck anomaly. Oh no, I don't know what that is. Plasma charger. Unstable energy, though. Was that a wriggling wreck that was staring at us? It didn't look like it was wriggling. Alright, let's set up the side fuel tank. This is a terrible idea. Ah. Alright, now what do we need to make it so we can stick it on our car? Side fuel tank. Requires rubber. I guess that makes sense. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Set up side headlights. Now those need 5 bulbs, which we could actually make. That would actually be handy to have one on each side, so let's give it a try. All right. Now, what are our tools currently? We have our scrapper and, like, nothing else. Where's all the... Oh, right. 2 different lockers. I forgot. This is beeping again. News flash Clearwater, April 20th, 1969. New developments today in the shocking case of the radioactive possum controversy. Local man Lyle McCroot says he knows what it is that causes the possums to fly, as well as to speak with the voice of the late President Lawrence Coker. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna need the pry bar and the impact hammer. Good idea to have a first aid kit. I need more repair putties. If I use this one up, maybe the dumpster will give us more. Can't have more repair putty until you finish what's on your plate. No? Okay. Fair enough, honestly. Alright, let's go out on our next trek. Oh great, this time Sierram has the dangerous stuff. Or no, wait, this is Sierram. Alright, so we want to go this way, and then we want to take the right and then the left. Then we can avoid this shit. Perpetual stability. Nice. Both of them have perpetual stability. I'll take it. Hell yeah, we can just look around and collect shit. Happy 420 to the flying possums. Hell yeah. And it's from 1969. Hey. Alright, let's go. Hopefully the game keeps running this well. That delay on mouse movement is still there, but it's small enough that I can mostly ignore it. Also, I love having a bicycle wheel as a steering wheel. That's very fun. I don't know when this game's taking place. It seems like the event that caused this place to go up, however, was in 1969, thereabouts. So I have no idea what time we stumbled into it. Junction E4, backroads, remote damp forest, outer zone. Alright, where are we heading first? What's that? I guess we'll find out, huh? Yeah, I know. Should be watching the road. Thank you for the reminder, tree. What are you, my mom? Yeah, even in the rain, we're getting a solid 60. It almost looks a little surreal. It's the only thing I can think to call it. Alright, let's get to this house. And then we're gonna... Aw, motherfuckers. I don't have any flares, do I? Ugh, annoying. Several of them, too. They don't move as long as I stay in the car. It's fine. Ah, nice and dry in here. Seriously, there's one right there? Oh, that sucks. I wanted to see what's through that door. I'm certain I don't have anything to throw at. Oh wait, I do have flares. Excellent. Oops. There we go. No one coming for me from either direction. That's good. Two bits of rubber. Okay. Could be worse. And that doesn't open. Huh. That's radiation shielding. All right, back in the car. Now, let's check out this house up ahead. Well, first let's scrap this this wreck over here. Barely see this. Okay, can't scrap it from that side, I guess. Tell me that's a trash can. That's a trash can, okay. Or a barrel of some kind. Just a sec. Let's... There we go. Now I can see, mostly. There we go. Jackpot. Guess I'll make sure I've got some rubber going forwards. Rubber and chemicals are the things I'm usually short on. All right. Still haven't figured out what is anomalous on the car. Don't know what that is either. Are these like fireflies? Oh, I haven't actually scanned this guy yet. It's called a bollard. Oh, I can scan this. It's called a left-right. We can look these guys up again when it's safer. Whoops. Accidentally turned the key while reaching for the parking brake. All right, let's check out this house. Ooh, and a backpack. That's interesting. I got plastic from the canned food. Wait, this isn't my car. That's a rock. Okay, this is gonna be a dash for it. At least we shouldn't need the lights for a bit. It's plenty bright out. Saves battery. Oh, I should have made some jumpers. Alright, let's get about to here. Can't scan that. All right, cool. Flowers. All right, we're gonna grab the energy ball, the anchor, whatever it's called. Keep an eye on the bottom of my screen. So that I notice if I drop it. Oh, I should have turned the other way. That's all right. Okay. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Alright, now I want to see what this red thing is. Can we go cross country? No, that's a hill. That is a hill and our tires are not made for it. So let's actually keep heading southwards. What would be nice is if I could actually see through my rearview mirror. That's the place we just dug through, I think. All right. I'll just run over there and grab that. Shouldn't be a problem. Hell yeah. Always good to find spare plasma. A trunk. Oops. Ooh. Shouldn't have done that. Too late now. Oh, those are some good sounds that I definitely like hearing. Wait, is this one? This one's pry bar. I meant to do that. I suppose I could be scrapping some of these chests, see what happens. Oh, no, I couldn't, apparently. Ooh, lots of canned food. Invulnerable mini fridge. I think we could all... Oh, it was an MRE. That's why it gave me plastic instead of metal. And why it's twice the size of a canned food. I don't know what these left-rights do, but they're definitely ominous. There no way in here? Oh, okay. Did not recognize the lock type, but I remember now. That's what the garage is locked with at the beginning. Well, I did just walk into a left-right. Can't be too bad for you. Ooh, dumpster pearl. Paint. All that. Those. And I guess we should get back to the car now, because that house is glowing. Don't want to fuck with the glowing house. Trust me on that. Ah, morning light. Vulnerable mini fridge. Indiana Jones has one of those. No way, his was regular size. Very true. I figure all the movies are silly. That one was just a bit sillier. There's the famous "Can I just shoot the guy" scene. That was wonderfully silly. Alright, there's another stable anchor over here, as long as I don't hit too many more trees. Alright, that's as far as the car's gonna go. Like, yeah, I think I can see it through the trees here. Yeah. Excellent. Alright. And back to the car. Ah, no. Don't push the door closed. Don't be silly. You're not Indiana Jones. Alright, let's take the shortest way around that we can to get to that red marker. And that's this way, because if I actually cut cross country, we're gonna wreck. Get stuck on the side of a hill again. The scene where he forgot the Romans the Romans spelled Jehovah with an I. Oh good, more mannequins. I barely saw him in time to slip past him. Ooh. Didn't jump out of my skin, surprisingly. This is the first game in a long time that I've seen where I'm actually, like, a bit nervous. Huh. That's a different type of vehicle than we've been seeing. All right. Oh, look at that. It's a higher level abandoned car. Hence why it's abandoned car and not just wreck. Still can't remove the tires and such without scrapping them, unless there's a mechanic I've been missing this whole time. Back here. Fine, I'll get the other one too. Wrote up a discipline for Earth Dawn based on the character The Seeker. It got published in a third-party zine, but was non-canon. Wow. Having fast talk as a primary ability later inspired the Fiddler for 1879, which is a con artist face character. Huh. Okay, I thought that was a quirk for a second, but it was just the car rolling down the hill. Yes, I know. I see you. You don't have to bounce out right in front of me. You're not a tower, you're just an electricity. Those ones I couldn't scan, right? Oh, yes, I could. Sizzling something. Sizzling mist. Alright. I really should have turned on the parking brake there. Go around here. Now, definitely gonna do the parking brake and all. Anything good on this truck? The tow truck. Broken down? Of course we've broken down. Oh, look at that. Big ol' off-road tires. That'll be helpful once we figure out how to pull off tires without scrapping them. As it is, though, lots of rubber. Nothing I can do in there? Alright. Still, good materials. There we go. Move on to this house here. We'll be exiting through the northeast, so this isn't too far out of the way. Come on, really? This is what we're doing today? Alright. Be right back. I'm not sure if we're low on gas or battery. I think it's gas, though. Oh, I missed. How did I miss? Are still in surprisingly good shape. Why is it running at 90 FPS now? Why is it going well above the 60 that it was supposed to sit at? Okay. I should know better than to ask questions about computers. They don't... No one knows how a computer works. They're a mystery. More left-rights out there. Oh, don't like that sound. Haven't seen any bunnies. It's good, because aside from the abductors, the bunnies are probably the scariest thing out here. I was just a trash bag, okay. Oh, no, get in my backpack. Thank you. I can fit so many canned foods in there. You have no idea. As long as they stack, it's like there's an infinite amount of room specifically for canned food. Got about half a tank of gas. Our battery isn't going down. I think it's a good sign. Because before it was draining even while the engine was going. Which I know is not how that's supposed to work. Okay, that is eating up our fuel as we approach it. So, I'm gonna say, actually, let's not go see that. Because I don't want to be stranded out here. And I forgot to check if we had any gas in our... Whoops. Got to check if we had any gas in our spare tank. Whatever happens, once we're in the safe zone at the start of the next area. Then we can worry about refilling the tank as much as possible. Okay. Another one of these. There we go. You get so much plasma this way. But do you think it's going to turn out that the driver is also an anomaly? My friends likes to do con artist faces, but usually as a fox shaman. Makes sense. Who doesn't want to be a fox shaman? You know, at least sometimes. And our last healing item right now is a first aid kit. But I gotta be a bit more sparing on our walkabouts. Huh. They're all looking up and in a perfect circle. These guys are always a bit ominous, but now it's like they're displaying actual scenes. Glad they don't move if I'm in the car. I can see them in the rear view on the side mirror. Cute. Can't use the middle mirror. I mean, I guess I can, actually. It's been too dark to, I guess. Huh. The more you know. We should never have taught Sam to do math. That's the damn truth. Computers would have been perfected by now if not for the pursuit of infinite money, I'm sure. Infinite money, infinite control. Now, is this safe? Before, oh, never mind. I was gonna stop here and check it out. Coyote Shaman can also be fun. Played a character in a Tord campaign who started out a medical doctor, went through multiple reality transforms, and ended up a Coyote Shaman just in time to do a Bullwinkle reference that totally halted the GM. Oh, lets me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Sessile venomous marine invertebrate. No, that's an anemone. I want an anomaly. In the words of Andrew Wong, beware the sea anemone. He doesn't like you very much. He'll kill you and your family with one swift tentacled touch. Hashtag capitalism, yeah. Capitalism destroys everything. Eeny, meeny, chili, beanie. The spirits are about to speak. Here goes. What are players for if not to ruin dramatic moments? Vehicle health empty, what?
There's a whole lot standing between where we are and the deep zone.
Like another wall, and the entire mid-zone, for starters. It's not as simple as driving there. We can't control the instability any more than we can control the weather. At the height of LIM R&D, thousands of us lived and worked here in the zone. So we built LIM stabilizers to make certain sectors and roads a little more predictable than others. It was the only way we could operate as a live research compound despite the instability. And yes, the same technology that destabilized the landscape in the first place. LIM technology was always a double-edged sword from the beginning. We're going to put those stabilizers to work and clear you a path. The old observation towers surrounding Sierra ought to have a map of the stabilizers in that sector. Mind swinging by and finding one?
All right. Can't make the repair putty that we need, though. Doesn't look like vehicle health is empty. All right, so this is where we need to get, I guess. We take the tracks around this way. No. There is not an easy way to hit both this and this. This doesn't say what it is when I go over it. And I don't have the gear to off-road right now. I think if we take this around, then we might be able to get over to these tracks. Probably safer just to go for this, and when we don't have a major objective, we can worry about the rest of it. Oh, that was battery. Wait, no, because yellow's battery. What is the red? Is the red vehicle health? How do I fix that then? And what's causing it to just drop so dramatically? There's bound to be some chemicals in one of these science buildings. And someone left a wardrobe out here. Launch and construction facility ahead. Periodic volume warning, 80 plus decibels. Next 15 miles. That'll blow your eardrums. Does it lead to Narnia? Pretty sure, yeah. I mean, I don't know where else it would lead. Hard to fit in the drawer, though. Alright, so if red is vehicle health, which I don't really understand why that seems to be different from everything else there. Then yellow's the battery, and it has in fact not been going down. Let's see if turning on the lights causes the red to go down. Yep, okay. So the red is the battery. What the fuck is vehicle health? Was it a false warning? Was that my car anomalizing? Was that a car quirk? Entering new area claims vehicle health is low. So yeah, the alternator's still busted. You should at least be able to... do something over here. Oh, son of a... motherfuckers. Alright. You know what? You know what? I'm fucking going in. I ain't gonna get pushed around by mannequins. Oh, fucks that up. Can't find it to pick it back up. Dang it. Ah! Oh. Yeah, that's right. What are you gonna do about it? You just popped in. I don't like that. Huh. Whoa. Whoa, not a fan of that. I think I saw it moving for a sec. And interestingly, it seems that they do have to be lit to set them off. Alright, I'm out now. Probably fine. Hang it. Can I just jump the fence and they won't be able to get me? Uh-oh. Right. I need to get inside because I need chemicals. And they don't store the chemicals on the outside, obviously. That would be silly. I think some of them are exploding trying to get to me. I'm okay with this. Okay, we got some more paint. Surprising amount of off-white paint in this on this trip. Gas cylinders, chemicals, more gas cylinders, more chemicals. You know, everything a growing young lady needs. Oh, it's already open. Haha. Alright, that's empty. I think that's the first time I found an empty backpack. Certainly hasn't happened often, at the very least. Oh. Right. You got another flare. Always happy to find those when there's mannequins around. Mannequins are allergic to fire, you see. That's why they sneeze real hard when it hits them. Oh, whoops. Lovely. Tiny Cyclops baby. Being held by one of the hand spiders from Elden Ring. I may not know art, but I know what I like. That's beautiful. Well, that's outside. It's a dumpster. Very cool. Very friendly. Wonder if I'll ever find a hostile dumpster. Takes all sorts, you know. Oh god, fog rolling in. Thinking that we should start heading for the place we're supposed to get to. Alright, that's the left, right? That's not more mannequins. Gonna make a first aid kit real quick. In fact, let's do 2 of them. Made out of duct tape and fabric, just like Ma used to make. Let's turn around and take the quick way. Ow. Hostile dumpster is a trash compactor. I'm down with that. All right. Well, looks like we're gonna have to drive around the left side, as the right side appears to be a sheer cliff. Which, I don't know if they teach you this in school, but you don't want to drive off a sheer cliff. Maybe when lights on, battery drains quickly? I don't know. Oh, we got a steel door. Ooh, a plasma scrapper. I'll take it. I will very much take that. The doors and such I can leave. Right. Call that a jackpot. You know, so long as I get out of here alive. Maybe it was compiling shaders for the first half hour of gameplay. You never know. Every game's a little bit different. By which I mean every game is a lot different. Oh, dropped under 60 for the first time because I mentioned it. All right, we got more of those shakers. Which I do need to... Fine, I'm gonna scan it. Oh, apparently it's already scanned. I probably scanned it last time we got stuck on one, huh? That's how I knew they were called shakers. Nope. You get the fuck out of here. I am not dealing with your bullshit. Now, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing is the answer. He's not gonna do shit. Well, I am next to a sheer cliff. So I should probably get back on the road. And those are those log fences. That would not break easily. That's how we know our car is a superhero.
Up tight, but you can tighten up security protocols all day, only for one disgruntled employee to program in his name for fun and mess it all up. Anyway, the original code is 4735. Find that stabilizer map and scan it for me.
Oh boy. I was assigned to clean these towers out every time the guards rotated. And things I saw. Let's just say that keeping a watch on Sierra day in and day out did not make for a good time. I didn't envy those guards one bit.
Was it 4735, right? We might have to enter it manually. Oh, there it goes. Just entered it intentionally and automatic. Oh, you got a flare gun. Haven't had one of those in a while. Materials. Got a transmuter that turns cogs into duct tape. Nothing else? Is there another tower? Oh, here we go. There it is. I missed it. All right.
Got it. I'm overlaying the map with the available routes near you. There you go. Found 3 sector stabilizers that'll do the job. They're not too far, so I've added the location to your route. The access road will lead you straight there once you're ready.
All right. Wrong door. Oh, she wants me to go the exit road here. So we're not taking this gate. We're instead going to go down these tracks like I planned in the first place. Good thing I decided to wait. Oh wait, there was something I was going to do. Is make a jumper. Much better. All right, here we go. Been calm so far. This does not mean we're gonna survive it, but we're making good progress. At the very least, we're getting out of this with some extra stable energy. Oh right, this fucking guy. Wait till he turns around and then go past him. Same way as before. Come on, baby, don't tilt. Don't tilt like a pinball table. Right here, hit as few trees as possible. You know, ideally, as few trees as possible would be 0, but it's not always cut and dry like that. Oh, not, we're fine. It's gonna be hell on the suspension. I've seen actual cars make jumps. They don't usually work afterwards like they do in the cartoons. Fuck. Ah! Now I'm crashing into everything. Nope, nope, nope. I was gonna try and shoot past, but I was too late. Alright. Good? There you go, you keep moving. It's a stealth driving game. What the fuck? Stealth, driving, crafting, survival. Horror. We already checked the close ones. This is as far as we got before. What happens if we go through one of these with the car? Uh-oh. No, it's fine. So apparently they're called left rights for a reason. Good to know. Jesus, these guys are everywhere today. I need gas soon too. I don't know what I expected something called a left right would do. All right, this looks like a safe enough spot to park. And we can probably siphon some gas from this car. Not a lot, but it's there at least. Huh. Feel like I got more out of that than I put into it. figure we're gonna be out here. Might as well get my money's worth. There's another wreck. Don't have an electrician's kit on me. I should get that gas too. There we go. Now the question is that going to be the same, what's it called? Thingy? Is that going to be the same combination as the last one? Alright, let's grab this. Someone just threw scrap metal at me. Oh, it just unlocks the whole thing. Okay. That's a powerful electrician's kit. It can even brute force passwords. No, all the things you need. Gas cylinders, pressurized cartridges. The classics, really. Funk. Oh, that was the last of the hammer. Have to make another one. Oh, now I find some fucking jumper cables, which work without another battery by some miracle of nature. I guess they have a battery built into them somehow. Alright, back to the car. This is enough for now. Partially because that noise is making me really uneasy. Excellent. I know, I'm in danger. Not like I haven't been in danger before. I needed to make a new hammer. I just happen to have the gears from because of earlier thing. Anything else we need right now? I could probably do a couple things to repair, buddy. Okay, what is the most damaged part of the car? Front door. There we go. Hood panel. Front left panel. The tires looking. This one could use a little bit. Back bumper. Alright. Should be good for now. Alright, I still have coffee. Fuck yeah. We're well past break time, so I'm just not going to take a break. I do want to point out, real quick, there is still a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. And my stream dock has decided it doesn't work today. again. There we go. Alright, fixed it. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We have listed here some ways you can help, including the Bail Fund Network to help you protesters out of jail, the Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black, trans, and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land. The Six Grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Black Lives Matter, lives of people of color matter, Indigenous lives and lands matter, Asian Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we gotta keep saying and pushing and fighting for till people all the way to the very top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truth. Those links are in chat if you would like to peruse them. Remember, we're all in this together. Unless you're very rich and racist, then you're on the wrong side and you're not here with us. All right? Alright, so we've got that. We got another truck here, though. Oh, it's a fuel tanker, eh? Where's the cap? Here we go. Alright, we gotta drive a bit closer for this one. Well, let's just fill up the can, actually, because that's gonna be dangerous to drive through. Perfect. Now we gas up the car. Boom. Refill it. Good deal. Always happy to find spare gas. Health's getting low. Seems like a good time to grab this. Jam it in here. There we go. Totally fine. Okay. Those guys were not there a minute ago. Oh, not happy about that. No, no. All right, nothing's flashing now, so we didn't get latched onto or anything. Oh, that was scary. We made it, though. Ah, lights were on too. Seems like there's a lot of different anomaly types that will turn your car on and off. Oh, hey, okay, so that's car health, I guess. That looks like there's a little cross on it. I don't know how that relates to the condition of the panels and doors, though. Or why it said it was empty. I think that's showing the total, because it looks like it's near the top and everything is mostly topped up. So that was just a weird message before. Maybe that's a quirk. Maybe that's something we should be fixing. It does feel like the lights were draining the battery exceptionally fast, though. So I'm gonna keep on my assumption. And I hope I put the gas pan back. Seems a little late to stop and check, though. Okay. No. It's fine. Just stand in the middle of the road like that. So we're going this way. Also a lab to check out up there. Don't know if it'll be worth doing. You know what? That's fine, actually. Keep that music going. Sounds like jazzercise. This is very quintessentially 80s sounding synth. So that makes me think this is probably set at least in the 80s. Could be an oldies channel. Liminal Drifter by Zachary Blystone and... Patricia, maybe? Pamela? That scrolls really slowly. Paris? Rain Song by Eileen Drackett. I like it so far. Now, supposedly, we won't get muted or anything for this. Because this is supposed to be streamer safe mode. There was actually a patch note about it not too long ago that there was some... There was some song that was getting flagged. And they were like, send us a message and we'll get it sorted out. So, pretty cool. That was a problem in Pit People, if I recall. Some of the songs got flagged, but they never did anything about it. I was very cross about it. What is streamer safe mode if it's not gonna, you know, keep your videos from getting copyright flagged? All right. Here we go. Okay. We are here, and we're headed here. Perpetual stability again. Interesting. Exit the area via the stabilized access route. Pizza time. One second. Gotta fix a thing. All right.
The woods there can be a bit of a maze. If you get lost, follow the pipes. The limb tech in those stabilizers ran so damn hot, only more limb tech could contain it from complete meltdown.
Ain't that always the way? All right, we're gonna be circling counterclockwise by reason of invincibility. There's also a car that's actually marked on the map for some reason. Oh, a junkyard. Okay.
Might have to give you an explanation about the mass hallucination event that Tobias and Francis were going on about. But don't worry, I won't be nearly as long-winded. Because there honestly isn't much that we know about it. It happened on the morning of September 14th, 1961. My colleague, Dr. James Kay, was conducting experiments at a highly classified site in the Deep Zone. He was assisted by my husband, Dr. Alan Turner. At 0400, their experiment...
We've seen messages from Alan Turner.
Killed both of them. The surge was an impossible amount of energy.
Whoa.
Magnitude greater than any man-made source. It also triggered hallucinations in anyone awake within a 10-mile radius. It was a burst of widespread insanity.
That's a wiggly wreck.
Moment.
That's something that we needed to scan. Wriggling wreck, yes. It's a trap. It's a goddamn trap. It's a monster. This place is learning how to ambush us. You know what that means? That means it doesn't want us here. This place doesn't want us. A whole ass part of the world is rejecting us, trying to get rid of us, trying to push us out. Think about that for a moment. That's horrific. This thing was like some kind of wicked new wildlife ready to spring at us. Only us. Except, you know what? It's not like wildlife. You ever notice how these anomalies don't attack one another? When have you ever seen them fight? Wildlife is an ecosystem, infinite parts responding to one another. The anomalies, listen to me. That's the zone uniting against us. There's a huge part of the world that doesn't want us there. It's called the ocean. Very true. Although... Now let's just go past the wriggling wreck and see what's up with this junkyard, eh? Like it's up that hill. Might be safest to rest the car on the road. Park. Said rest, but I guess it means basically the same thing. Alright, everything's shut down so we don't lose too much battery. Put materials in the trunk. Probably also this repair goo. And let's take a quick look around. But I think it's space. Put stuff into my bag instead of into my hands. Right click is putting it in my hands. Oh, I need to make a new pry bar real quick too. Yep. Space it is. With enough canned food, you can move the world. Give me some canned food and a long enough lever. And you know, the ocean is the vast majority of the world. So most of the world does not want us here. Looking at the damage we've done to it, I cannot blame it. I thought this was gonna be like a full-ass, like, junkyard with buildings and such and an office. Don't know why. Nothing that should have led me to that belief. I guess it's just that's how I've always pictured junkyards. Been to junkyards in real life, they always have an office. There's not exactly 3 flares in every car, but there is exactly 3 stacks of flares. The fuck was that? Interesting. I'm not getting scared, but I am getting nervous. Which is not something horror usually does to me. This game's really effective. I'm very impressed. Alright, back to the car now, I think. That was actually a lot. That was a really good haul. I'm glad this plasma scrapper actually has full fucking... What's it called? Got full durability. Motherfucker. How am I gonna get past you? It looks like it's just crossing the road over and over again. Alright, I think I can slip by like this. Not gonna come back fast enough to get us. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Flawless. I'm amazing. Thank you. I'm amazing and I'm beautiful. Great at solving puzzles. Okay. That's another wriggling wreck, huh? Well, let's try and not get too close to it. It's fucking coils. They're trying to block off whole sections from us. And modest, you know it. I've been working on a song and the tune from the chorus has just been stuck in my head all day. Alright, we got some advanced parts here. Ooh, a starred crude panel. Probably don't need any of that. Good to get the materials, though. Whoop. It looks like this thing moves in a line. More and more coils pop up to let the electricity travel down it. Okay. Go. Will do for now. Sure, we've got a couple first aid kits, though. That should be plenty. My modesty is my best quality, among many amazing qualities that I have. Alright, now those are gonna sink away. You familiar with the old Boardwalk game, Irritating Electric Stick? There's a PlayStation game based on it, which is just amazing. That's how I feel going through there. Like I'm playing Irritating Electric Stick.
coolant pipe and follow it.
I'm working on it. No loss. I just had to stop off for some stuff. See, that's got me getting attached to the car in canon. This looks like this is gonna be the place. I guess it's a big tower. Hopefully it's not a radio tower that I have to climb. I'd have to wonder if this is a Ubisoft game. The one where you have to move a metal rod between two other electrified rods. Yep. That's the one. Lighthouse. No tool. Alright. Probably scrappable. Now, how do I use this thing? Probably gonna have to break through the fence, huh? Wait, really? This chain link fence I can't break through. Why? I've been able to break through every other electric or chain link fence. Huh. I guess because it's like a set piece. All right.
30 seconds of hallucinations. Sure didn't feel sure when I was free falling through outer space. Heck of a ride, though. Did you know the rings of Saturn sing?
I saw disembodied arms. Tons of them. They were grasping and crawling.
Wait, is that not just how life is anyway?
What did you see?
I saw nothing.
How is that possible? Everybody else saw something.
Must have passed me by. I don't know what to tell you.
But were you working in your lab that night? And weren't you supposed to be doing your research rather than keeping track of my whereabouts?
Okay. Wow. Touchy.
I'm gonna back up because I'm not driving that entire loop. That sounds dangerous. I love Homestar Runner. I do recognize that there's some problematic elements to it. But I just love language humor, and that's like 99% of Homestar Runner. Shit. These miniature storms aren't showing on my map. It's not ideal. Alright, let's go across the train bridge. What a great idea.
Now that we know the remnants were connected to the mass hallucination, maybe we can figure out what caused it.
Oh boy, do I have theories.
Don't start. Dr. K and Alan clearly uncovered some new way of using Lim to motivate that gamma ray burst.
Oh, yes, precisely. Where do gamma rays come from? An outer space.
Feedback on planet Earth, kid. There are plenty of terrestrial sources of gamma rays. Thunderstorms, for example.
No. You said it yourself. The energy levels from that night are much greater than anything we've seen on Earth.
Sure, but going straight to aliens when there's countless perfectly scientific possibilities. Perhaps Dr. K and Alan developed a limb-assisted mass particle collision. Or, heck, tapped into some sort of gamma
Ooh,
ray.
she's getting excited.
Reservoir? Or a portal?
A portal. To where exactly?
To Atlantis.
Of course! Now, why didn't I think of that? That's absolutely it.
What names can you get out of a telephone button with 4735? Because she said that an employee, who she referred to as he, entered their name. I thought at first she was talking about herself, but she couldn't have been. Unless she was taking a very long way around to it. What we can there. Oh. Those only stack up to 3 apparently. Our right panel could use a little splat. What about the tires? Those are all fine. Let's touch up the rear ones though. Especially since I think this one's on a spare tire, yeah. Gretsch, Iric. I don't know if it has to be in that order. One would think. The whole thing felt like a hint at something though. Right door could use some gunk. Bumper. Probably use some on the lights too, but I'm not too worried. Speaking of which, let's turn off the lights. Oh, hi. Bolt Bunny. Oh, please don't come close enough to hit the car. Or the human. Oh. That'll do some damage. Do you think the rain started as a result of turning on the other tower?
Hey, Oppie, you've never cared about any of the zone's stories and superstitions. So, why now? What's in this for you?
What I do is not and has never been any of your business.
You're asking us to trust you, so yes, it's our business now.
How about this? You two sign off, count orbs, or whatever it is you like to do.
And I'll get the driver to the mass hallucination source myself.
Excuse me?
No. Tobias found this remnant. This is his discovery.
Sure. And I'll send you a nice gift basket to mark the occasion. But I won't let anyone interfere with this.
Alright, now we're gonna head back the way we came. That looks like it's gonna be the smoothest road.
We either throw everything we can at this thing, or we lose this chance, and the answers to the mass hallucination...
Might have been 4375.
Like one of your
I don't remember it now.
I'm not letting you get your tinfoil pseudoscience anywhere near this. This is too damn important to me.
It sure didn't seem too important earlier when you messed up and nearly killed the driver.
You want to play that game? You really want to talk about our track records?
Screw you, Oppie.
I'd rather run this remnant into the ground than work with either of you.
Ooh.
Wasting our breath with this old man. It's gotta be another way.
She's out of her mind. I can't do this.
Look,
Some shit definitely happened.
picking apart bird droppings and squinting at constellations, by all means. Follow their lead. But we're better off without them, trust me. I'll get you through no matter what. This really is my last chance.
She feels bad because her husband and friends died. Also, I still am not totally convinced that these people are not disembodied voices left over from people who died here. You know, DHI, DEF, PQRS, JKL. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like there's something there, though. It could be a different cipher entirely. 'Cause, you know, phone cipher honestly is a bit outdated since phones started coming with full keyboards and then touch keyboards. But again, this happened in the 60s. So it's not outdated by the game's settings standard. Which is why I initially thought of it. Alright, hopefully we don't have some major boss fight again. Okay, that's a bolt bunny. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope. Cut it out. Dang it. Get out of here. Oh, wait, can I just scrap it? Will that get me anything good? Oh, hey, plasma. And the D20 paint. Alright, I'll take it. I took a little damage, but could be worse. Alright, there's our last stabilizer. Car's in great shape compared to what we're used to. I am definitely getting better at this. Main thing is just learning where I can and can't safely drive. As bad as I can. That and also beige paint. I guess I don't actually need to get much closer. Only a little bit of radiation between here and the tower. And if I get zapped, it'd be nice to have the car to run back to undamaged. Now I'm thinking about how mannequins could appear, in which case I should want the car closer by. I know something awful is going to happen when we hit this button. Look at that. I can stack those now. Surprised it didn't auto stack. Or, you know, use the single one first. I guess it depends on the order they're in the inventory. Yoink. Does lead shielding get us, I wonder? Lead platelets, very good to have. But let's actually tear down some of this stuff real quick, you know, while we're here. Should have been doing this in the first place. All right, that's probably fine. That's probably enough. Resource. Oh, lead shielding. Okay. Back to the car.
All right, we're in business. The stabilizers are coming online, and the way looks clear, but I'm also getting spikes. The stability in your region is tanking. Get out of there. Fast.
On it. All right, we gotta get there, which is behind us. Let's hit the road. Or the dirt path, anyway. Gotta stay on the road as much as we can. But looks like we're gonna have to dive at some point. He was not kidding about fast. Good lord. Nope, nope, that's a tree. Yeah, down the hill, it's fine. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Nope, nope. One of my tires damaged? Why am I sliding so much? Oh, it's because one of our tires isn't built for this at all. We're on a spare. And the other 3 aren't great for it either. It's fine, we've made it, we got this. Fuck yeah. Complete a run with at least 2 junction and with twice the anchor energy required. Cool. Oh.
Nice work out there. The sector stabilizers are fully operational. You've got a straight shot toward the expansion wall. One more thing. You may want to consider armoring up a bit. Once you cross that wall, the mid-zone is another beast altogether.
Oh. No. Paint shelf. All right. The D20, there we go. Not guaranteed to be balanced. Very nice. What's wrong with all my questions? They're the questions of a sane man. What's happening with all the test dummies in the zone? What was Raymond doing with his hands? How did the old ladies turn into Russians? What? Move all that over. We got out with all of this. Fuck yeah. The dumpster pearls, we gotta crash, right? Crash and or thrash. Let's do that real quick. Heck yeah. Got a blowtorch. Plasma, lead, light bulbs. There's a very sturdy light bulb. Inventory full. Alright. Cool. Wow, that's actually all full now. I guess now stuff goes more over here. Yeah, there's a blowtorch. What does the blowtorch do, I wonder? I mean, obviously a blowtorch is, but you know. Oh, right. I forgot, we already tried that. Clearly the old ladies were in a hurry, obviously. That's why they were rushing. Alright, whole car shut down? Yeah. First thing, let's charge the battery. Fill the tank. Wow, we were almost out of gas. Alright, and I need to see if lights on causing batteries to drain quickly. Counts as an anomaly or whatever it's called. What are these called? Stuff. Headlights. Stays on. His battery consume faster. Bad guess. 0 of 4 correct. Well, dang. So it has nothing to do with the headlights. Are... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't noticed anything strange going on, but there's apparently 2 things wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Very odd. Alright, let's go see the dumpster. What do we need, dumpster? You always seem to know. Plasma, apparently. And metal? Alright, I believe you. Oh, thank you. That's what I was hoping for. Can you give us more of that putty? Yes, you can. Much appreciated. Alright. Now just slop some putty on everything. That's how I was taught in fixing a car school. By which I mean playing Pacific Drive. Yeah, the car's in remarkably good condition compared to our usual. Just open, right? Not cracked? Yes, excellent. Now, what is this stuff? It says there's something yellow here, and that there are forks present. I have no idea what this stuff in the middle... Oh, that's probably the floodlights, right? Yeah, okay. But no clue as to what the quirk should be. Could be. Is being. Odd. Right. Wait a second, what the fuck is that? No, I saw you over there. You can't just disappear and act like nothing happened. Oh, right, we'd been looking at this before, huh? I don't know how to get into that. What if it's 4375? Alright, we don't have the way in yet. Alright. Recommended tool. Hands. Thanks. I wonder if you keep mashing buttons, there's a tiny chance to get the right combination. I don't know where I'd even begin to look for that combination. Okay, let's see what upgrades we can get. Plasma scrapper, we don't have the... We can't invent one. By invent, I mean copy the one we found out there. Alright, so if it's got the dotted line, that means it uses stable energy, which I can then use. I think. While the solid line means it uses something that I don't have. Unstable and or and all that. headlights. We have a need for those yet. We could try and actually... Oh no, that's... Why do we need unstable energy to make a flashlight? That seems like a really basic thing. Even I know how to make a flashlight. Insulated panels. I don't remember what we needed to scan the wriggling wreck for. Lightning rod. This is it. Ever argue about whether Frankenstein was the doctor or the monster? Now you can argue about whether it's the mechanic or the vehicle. Capture electrical energy from lightning strikes and send it straight to your battery. That sounds wonderful. Goes on a side rack. Whoops. Fuck yeah. Expand the locker further. We don't need to do that yet. It does get us a parts locker. Currently locked. Might as well, right? Oh. Use up some steel sheets. Alright, where do we put this? Putting it near the car seems sensible. Specifically a parts locker. I don't know what that... That like just for this stuff? There's some special thing to put in there? This says expand... Oh, well, that was the expanded locker, not the parts locker, right? That makes sense. Alright. We can find out what a parts locker is now, probably. Impulse emitter. Oh, we did scan the bunny now. Right. I remember that we needed to. It's a carefully calibrated device capable of discharging randomly tied electromagnetic pulses thousands of times per second. This generator makes it extremely difficult for most organic and electro-organic entities to hold on to or harm the vehicle. Hell yeah. And that'll keep the bunnies away. Not something I want to do in real life. You need to unlock seat and roof racks to go further there. More side racks wouldn't hurt either. Need 2 more steel sheets for that. I need 4 more steel sheets total for those 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. The more racks we got, the more stuff we can attach. There's the roof rack. There's the seat rack. Makes the back doors actually useful. Alright, where's that lightning rod and all? Probably don't have enough energy to make them now. But we have the lightning rod. Right, because that's one that we have to build. Okay. Plasma charger, unstable energy. Hydro generator. It's that acid and heavy metal sometimes present within the zone's rainfall are being so utilized, so probably don't drink the water. Alright. Oh, and a turbine. Is using a large propeller to capture wind energy a kind of a janky concept? It could be. Does it look a little amateur? It might. But does it work? Great Scott, it certainly does. Right. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, new parts. Got the limb pulse emitter. Generator makes it extremely difficult. Oh, right. That's how we get rid of bunnies. Which, again, not something I really want to do, but, you know, video game. Hey, where do I put it? Thought it went on a side rack. It goes on a roof rack, doesn't it? Dang it. A trunk in the trunk. I've already forgotten which panel this is under. Lights, car body, wheels, racks, storage, fuel, battery, abilities, impulse emitter. Ow. What does it go on though? Oh, it's an ability, okay. I forget how to install abilities. Did that do it? No? I guess it's gotta be attached somewhere. But it won't attach to this rack. Go in a seat? Go in a seat? No. Ah. Annoying. Set it there for now. Gotta be a roof rack. Gotta be that it needs a roof rack. Does it say anywhere where it goes? Bumper, okay. It does, in fact, say where it goes. So does it take the place of a bumper? Or is it attached to a bumper? I guess it takes the place of a bumper. That was odd. Oh, that's a bit quicker. Whoops. I also broke the hatch. There we go. Now I need to make a door for the hatch. Oh, fuck. Steel door it is. Where'd it go? But where'd the door I just made go? Did I not do it all the way? Okay. I thought I made it. There we go. Really is the car of Theseus, huh? Alright, lightning rod. And this goes on the side racks. As does this. Alright, I have a lightning rod. There we go. Rad. We have 3, or do we only... Yeah, we've only got 2. Also got the seat rack, though. Doesn't look like I have anything to put in the... Any turbine? Where does this go? Also goes on side racks. Alright. Could also make another summer tire to replace that one spare. It sucks up what it makes too, so that's pretty nice. Hell yeah. Well, I guess we're as ready as we'll ever be for next time. Thank you everyone so much for coming. If you want to support us, you can of course do so by subscribing here. You can also head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/ifwhen. And then you'll get a shout out such as this. Thank you so much to Andy Monium, Sky, Angelic, Melissa Case, and Green. You're amazing. As the Discworld dwarves would say, my grandfather's car. Yeah. Oh, it's been a long time since I read Discworld. Yeah, I should get back into that. Alright, and here's our schedule over at schedule.truck.community. As you can see our whole team's schedule. I believe Bad Road's going to be streaming more Valkyria Chronicles tomorrow. And we've got our YouTube channel over at youtube.truck.community or youtube.com/@squirrellily. And that's all the thing. That's everything. All right. Thanks everyone so much. It's been a blast. Starting to feel tired. We'll see you next time. Good night.